Hi there. Welcome back to the Front Range. I'm the dad.
I'm the daughter.
I'm old.
I'm young.
And today we're going to do something new. When we started this channel, a lot of it is about our relationship. And one thing that I love is that, well, for both of us, she exposes me to new things. And it's caused me to be more open to new things, whether it's music or language or like the things that her generation does. And she's really receptive. And she's always been kind of receptive to the Gen X things, like taking her through some grunge music. I like as far as music, rock music, classic rock, heavy metal, all that stuff was kind of my. That was the music I listened to and enjoyed growing up. Although then pop music, obviously Gen X, like we had Michael Jackson, we had Prince, we had um, you know, some really great music as well. That was pop music. Um, so that's another thing we're going to be doing on this channel regularly is kind of
Mhm.
looking at that. And she's going to show me. She's going to teach me new things, and I'm going to learn. And again, I'm. It's always weird to me, and we've had this conversation when people want to be so close minded that they just say, "Forget it. Nothing new is good," or younger people say, "Nothing old is good."
Right.
It's such a
Which is so weird because I was raised on like older music. I
right.
would always Elvis would be in the house, or I mean, it wasn't super old at the time, but like my generation with like Nirvana, and
Mm.
sometimes my generation's like, who's that?
Well, the first song that I remember her knowing all the words to, her and her brother, that they would sing in the car was Lady Gaga.
Hmm.
Um, Bad Romance of all things. These
Yeah.
tiny little. I mean, she was little.
Yeah, I was like what,
She,
8 years old?
no, you were young, much younger than that
Was
when that
I?
song came out. We're gonna have to look that up, but yeah. So yes, she's really been into music her whole life, very into music. So with that in mind, we decided to take a stab at something that she loves.
Yes.
Um, she goes through obviously everybody goes through phases of her music, but K-pop music.
Hmm.
She's really into K-pop music. She even has some tattoos.
Oh yeah. The camera's weird. Where is this? This is a BTS, Stray Kids. So,
So what does K-pop stand for?
well, Korean pop music.
Okay, so Korean pop music, right? So again, this is all an education for me. I have a sense of these different bands. To be honest, like when I first heard K-pop, I thought K-pop was a band. I thought that was the band, and I was like, oh, that's great. There's a band that came out of Korea,
Hmm.
and I now know a little bit about it. But like for example, although they're K-pop bands,
Hmm.
do they play their own instruments?
So it's kind of weird because it depends on like it's band specific and label specific. Some
Mm,
labels don't like their bands to do anything. They
right.
don't let them write their music. They don't have control over anything.
Okay.
Some bands produce their own music and do play instruments, but a lot of the time you don't really see it as much.
Right.
Like a lot of it was on solo tours that you start to see these K-pop people play um instruments, but usually when it's a group, they're like either focused on like dancing or singing. It's not so much like they're playing
Right.
instruments.
Right. So what I've gathered is the best reference for me is they've basically evolved from like NSYNC or
Mm-hmm.
Backstreet Boys or those kind of bands, which evolved kind of from if you go far enough back like Menudo for whoever understands what that is. Um, but those are what they evolved into these bands. And what little I've seen of them though, to me it is an evolution because it really seems like these guys can dance. And
Yes.
like NSYNC had their moves. I was not a big NSYNC guy, surprise, surprise, but I mean, obviously you couldn't escape them.
Right.
But and another thing I just learned recently, apparently there are female K-pop bands.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't listen to them as much. There's one band that I like and it's Lesser Femme.
yeah,
I don't really listen to the rest of them. Not that I don't like them, it's just not my cup of tea.
sure, yeah. So and it's funny because that like to me, I'm like, well, duh, of course they got to have the Spice Girls if you're gonna have NSYNC, right? Again, my frame of reference that I'm gonna go back to. So, anyways, with all of that in mind, so we are going to watch some K-pop videos
Mhm.
from. We're gonna watch
BTS first.
BTS, which
BTS.
does that stand for something?
So it stands for, it's Bangtang, but it stands for Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
God bless you. Gesundheit.
Bulletproof
What did
Boy
you just
Scout.
call me?
Yeah, so Bangtang.
Bangtang. Okay,
And then
good to know.
but it also stands for Bulletproof Boy Scouts.
Bangtang. Why is there an S?
Girl, that is one thing I do not know.
So BTS
Scouts?
is okay. So yeah. So again, here
I only know
learning.
so much. Okay.
Yes, I'm already learning.
I remember in 2016, I think, about when they first blew up in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was in like 6th grade, and people were like, "Oh, do you know this new band BTS?" And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then it's come to find out, like 3 years later, I'm like, K-pop.
Well, and she goes to a ton of concerts just in general,
Mm-hmm.
and very soon.
I'm going to see BTS in May.
Yes, for the first time in.
Oh, Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that will be interesting, and just kind of side note, she's probably going to do a vlog about it. We haven't done that before. Obviously, again, this channel is new, but I feel like we've done enough talking. So let's kind of get into this first video, which the song is
DNA.
Okay, so I have no idea, but let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got. Produced by the same
No, there's a lot of different companies that have them. Some bands produce their own music. So like BTS produces their own music, Stray Kids produces their own music. I'm not sure about other bands. I know some bands don't.
Are there companies that have multiple
Yes.
boy bands?
So this company is the one that owns Cat's Eye.
Very colorful.
As well.
That's funny that those colors that looks like something Cat's Eye would have. That bright outfits.
Absolutely. So they're under Hive or Big Hit, whereas Stray Kids is under JYP Entertainment.
Very effeminate features.
Yes, my favorite.
Do they kind of each one has a very defined kind of personality or role?
Yes. So J-Hope is their main dancer. That's who was. He's their leader. That's Namjoon.
The lead singer?
No, the leader of the group.
Oh.
So a lot of groups.
So when they get fights and stuff, that's.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Okay. Do they get fights with other boy bands?
No.
Oh. Dude, they should do that at pay-per-view.
My God, that would be really fun.
I mean, you would pay money, wouldn't you?
No, I'd probably be like,
Do they ever collaborate?
If they're under the same company.
Really? Okay.
Usually they don't go cross-company. As far as I know.
I mean, they're really good dancers, obviously. Clearly.
So they also have something called a Machne, which is their youngest.
Excuse you?
It's their youngest member.
What is it called?
Machne.
Machne?
Machne.
Okay.
It's their youngest member.
Okay. Do they have a bad boy?
I mean, kinda. Kind of.
Yeah.
They have 3 rappers, and then the rest are vocalists.
Okay.
He's a rapper. That's Young. He's a rapper as well. That's Namjoon. So usually, Young is the older one. I think that's the oldest. I want to say. The oldest is not always the leader.
Okay.
So like in this group, Jin is their oldest, but Namjoon is like their second oldest, I wanna say? Or third oldest, and he's their leader. That's the oldest. That's Jin.
Now, have they done a lot of world tours? Or are they more localized to Asia?
Oh, they've done world tours. A lot of times, though, Korea and will get more because that's where they are. Jimin went to school for dancing, so they put him in the front a lot. J-Hope is their main dancer, so they also put him in the front a lot.
Do they influence fashion?
Kind of. I would say a lot of things they wear are from brands that they're ambassadors for.
Okay. And mostly female fan base.
Yes.
Okay.
He's an ambassador for a lot. He's an ambassador for a tuna company. He has a great song called Super Tuna that is, I love it so much.
I'm sure he's making millions of dollars off
Absolutely.
of that too.
Absolutely.
They all look tiny.
They are.
Yeah, they look really they're not frail, but they look
they're
very
taller than Stray Kids.
Well, I mean just
Oh,
They're
yes.
bulky.
No. Their idols typically have to be.
Okay. So that's a look for
Yes.
like K-pop. Okay.
There's a member of Stray Kids that we'll actually talk about later.
Okay, so that was DNA.
Mm-hmm. 8 years old. I
8 years
looked it up.
old. Okay. Initial thoughts. Yeah, I mean, it's like the next evolution of the boy bands.
Yeah.
Do they I don't know, do they talk about like being inspired by like the American boy bands at all?
I mean, I know they've talked about boy bands before, but I don't think they've really. I don't know if they're allowed to.
But I mean, these K-pop bands, they're like a relatively new creation, right? Like they haven't been around for 40 years.
No. I mean, they probably have been. They just haven't been big.
World. Okay. Yeah.
BTS was the band that brought K-pop really that made it big in America.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I get it. Like it's not something like I'm going to put on and listen to.
Right.
But certainly younger, I mean, like catchy tunes. I mean, there's a hook there. Good vocals. Like obviously they can sing.
Mm-hmm. It's more impressive when they're singing and dancing at the same time.
Yeah,
You're like, wow.
for sure. Like attractive young guys. I get that too. Like for the female viewers. So, yeah. And I mean, from what you've told me, it's a pretty rabid fandom, right?
Yeah. Yes, K-pop fans are crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So
being one myself.
Right. Yeah. She says that with love.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
So, totally random question, like,
Yeah.
but knowing that they're world famous, like, do they ever have issues with stalkers, or have they had issues with that?
They're I don't know their name. Like I know they're called the Say songs, something like that. There's been a lot of people, especially with Jungkook, their youngest one.
Mm-hmm.
There's people been outside his house with suitcases, like ready to move in. They'll yell at his house, and they get anybody. K-pop with dating is because they are not allowed to date because
Really?
People get death threats. I mean, it's bad.
Yeah.
And there's a certain kind of crazy
My dog's
with.
here, just so you guys are wondering.
There's a certain kind of crazy with. I don't know how to say their name. Sang, something like that.
Shawshank?
Yeah, close enough.
Okay.
But yeah, they're crazy. They also airports are a really bad place for K-pop bands. People will shove through. Like they have to have a lot of security on them. But yes, there is a lot of stalkers.
Come
And
here, Peanut, if you want to come up.
he's like, I'm not sure.
This is Peanut. He's pretty much always here when we're recording.
He likes to watch K-pop music videos with me when he's not attacking my child.
All right.
My cat.
Okay. All right. So what is the next one we're going to listen to?
On. This is one of my favorites, specifically because of the dancing.
Okay.
So that is a big one with this one.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So here we go with On. On what? I don't know. But here we go.
I remember.
Oh, very different aesthetic here.
Yes. Very open.
Well,
Less color.
Right. No, yeah. I mean, it's stark. Very.
Not a lot of their music videos have backup dancers.
I was going to say, like, are these people somehow, they're just backup dancers, or they're somehow associated with them?
I'm
Oh, there we go with the all white, with the contrast with the black.
Jimin is slowly becoming my favorite, which is crazy because
Yeah.
Yoongi has always been my.
Does everybody have favorites? Like,
Yes,
in
they're
the
called
fandom?
ultimate biases.
Ultimate biases. Okay.
Yes.
Like
If you bias them, that's
Yeah.
your. There's also things where there's.
Is he the bad boy?
They're kind of all bad boy. It's a little.
Yeah.
Except for J-Hope. Although he bad boys. That's their leader.
That's the oldest one?
No.
Oh.
That's their oldest in the middle.
I have to say that all white suit is a little bit of a throwback for me for NSYNC.
Yes. That is one thing BTS is very known for. Is they're very they dance.
No, I mean the band NSYNC.
No, I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying BTS is very known for their moves are always
Yeah.
perfectly in time.
It's interesting. Even with all these backup dancers, they basically do a lot of their dancing kind of compressed,
Yes.
and then they
Well, I feel like there's only some because you're trying to show off these 7 people
Right.
specifically because that is the band that you're trying to watch.
is that like most of these K-pop bands have 7, or is that
No,
no? Okay.
there's a range. So they have 7. Stray Kids has 8. There's a band that has like 23 members.
Really?
I think it's a female group, which I don't even know how that works. But yes, it can be an assortment, which is crazy because like One Direction has what, 6 of them, 5 of them. So I'm a big One Direction fan, but in the moment I'm just panicked.
They have pretty great hair.
Yes. Well, it's crazy because they diet so often, yet it looks like it's healthy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they go to the salon a lot, and there's people doing it all the time. See, there's more English in
little
this one.
English. I was gonna say, yeah. What's the time frame of this one versus the other one?
The first one was 8 years. I want to say this one was 4 years ago. 2 years
Oh,
ago?
okay.
2 to 4 years ago.
So has that been like an evolution thing where they mix more English into their?
So, as it got bigger in America, K-pop started adding more English into their
Okay.
songs.
It's really interesting that, I mean, obviously it's contrast in videos, but stylistically the last one was so saturated and very high production value
Yes.
versus this is very stark. Like there's not.
So this dance break is my favorite.
Okay.
And it's not, this break in the music is
Yeah.
not in the actual song on like
Oh.
Spotify.
Okay.
I really
So
hope
it's
they-
really to show some dance moves.
Yes, absolutely. I really hope they play this one because if I got to
Do you like? I mean, I know it's probably neck and neck, but they're dancing more, or they're singing more. Their music.
What do you mean?
Like you had to pick one.
Oh, if I wanted them to sing more, if I wanted them to dance more?
Yeah. What is your
Dancing. I mean,
Dancing?
it's not. There's something about like them being so in sync while dancing that's just
Right.
like, oh my god.
Now that's signature of like all K-pop bands, pretty
Something.
much.
I won't say all.
Okay. Is that what they're shooting for? Most of them. This
They
very
definitely play on the
synchronized dancing.
They
Okay.
definitely play on the dancing a lot. Because like One Direction didn't dance at all.
Yeah. I almost feel like we should watch one of these, one of the K-pop bands, and then like an NSYNC video and like a Backstreet Boys video to see kind of where it's come.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so that was on.
I was incorrect. It came out 5 years ago.
Okay, and so definitely a contrast for me, like between those two. Not just, I mean, obviously the heart of it is very much the same, like with the dance moves and everything.
Right.
I have to admit, I didn't pay that much attention to the songs. I mean, their sound is very similar. Like, do they ever
Yes.
do big departures from that?
They do. I feel like they're older music. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it's for me. I'm just listening to the music. I'm not so
Right.
much listening to the tone of it.
Yeah.
I just like to sing and dance along. So.
Well, I think that's part of it. I think really like when you watch them, it's very visual as far as their medium. Like whereas I don't know, just like a classic, like do you know Sheryl Crow is? Mm-hmm. Okay, so Sheryl Crow's like a woman and her guitar.
Right.
So you're listening to the song and the lyrics. She's not doing much when she's up on stage. So they're
right.
obviously, these K-pop bands are obviously it's a very visual as much as it is an audio kind of feast.
Yeah.
Right? It's not for the eyes, and then it makes sense. Like again, young, attractive guys, with fashionable clothes. It all makes sense, and the dance moves and the choreography. So, yeah, that's interesting. Like I don't know that the music is the
They just want people to dance
Yes,
and
that's not
enjoy
the point.
Korean music.
as opposed to kind of, again, some of the, like, if you think of classic musicians and stuff who reinvent themselves, like actually not even classic, but Lady Gaga. She reinvents her music,
Right.
and her image.
It was really funny too because their fandom name are the ARMYs.
Okay.
Which was really funny when they went to the army because they're like, wait, now we're in the army. And it was great. They made a lot of jokes about that, but so that's their.
And then your favorite one is your bias.
Good job.
Your bias. I'm learning things. Okay. So this next one.
This is Black Swan.
Black Swan. Where does this one fall? Was this?
This is also 5 years ago.
5 years ago. So the same time as the last one we just saw? Okay. Do they have, like, defined eras, like, of music that they made?
I mean, so eras are always, like, the album that comes out. So, like, their new album, Erarang is, I think that's how you say it. And it's going to be that era. It's going to be the Erarang era. So.
Era.
Era.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to start with Black Swan. Already very different.
Yes.
Who is this? Which one? Oh, never mind. Oh, that's a little bit like Napoleon Dynamite. Did you ever see Napoleon Dynamite?
No.
Okay. I'm going to have to edit that clip in here.
So the person you're seeing dance alone, that's Jimin.
Okay. And he's the lead, kind of. The leader, you said.
No, that's not June.
I'll get the names eventually.
Jimin's the one who went to school for dancing.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Is this whole song in English?
No.
Oh.
That's their leader. That's not June. That's V. So V is not his real name. Taehyung is his real name. But he goes by his stage name is V.
What does BTS stand for again?
Bangtan, Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Okay. So in their song Run BTS, they say Run Bulletproof. So that's...
So again, it's interesting. Very different setting for their video from the other two. But that kind of scene of them dancing, it's very similar in the different backdrops.
This theater was also used in Taylor Swift's music video, one of her newer ones.
So this is the serving face portion of the...
Yes, everybody mob, quick! So that's their lead dancer. His name is J-Hope. That's the one Mom likes.
Okay. It's interesting. Like, as I kind of... So, obviously, like, you watch the dancing and everything else. I couldn't really tell you the difference from one song to the next. The music.
Yes.
The singing sounds different. You know? I mean, similar, but... with the harmonies and everything.
BTS is very good. I think what they're good at that some singers don't do is they found what they're good at, so they stick to it. Some singers, when they get famous, they'll try and branch out and do other things, and it doesn't go well for them. So, BTS, what they'll do, or not all of them, but with K-pop, they'll have visuals, and it's the one that fits the Korean beauty standards the most.
Gotcha.
Because, like, to us, they're all very beautiful. But in Korea, not all of them fit that specific beauty standard the most, which is kind of crazy.
What are you saying? All Asians look alike?
Yes.
You're Japanese. You gotta stop that. Oh, there goes the swan. Goodbye, Swan.
No.
Okay, so that was Black Swan, and at least the ending was not as upsetting as the movie Black Swan with Natalie Portman. I don't know if any of you've seen that.
Love that movie so much.
It is a great film. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. But yeah, it's a little rough. Oh, Peanuts found a squeaky toy. Um, yeah, so interesting.
Slower.
Slower. Like I said, it's interesting for me, and it may just be my ears are not attuned to it.
Hmm.
You know, the music is very similar. It's almost really just a backdrop for the vocals and the,
Hmm.
you know, it's not, you know, it's not Van Halen or Eddie Van Halen's guitar work
Right.
is, you know, so
Absolutely.
distinct.
Yeah.
You know, the music is just a backdrop for them to sing and dance. Um, Aesthetic, obviously, again, very different. They're, you know, very clearly. I'm wondering, like, their aesthetic, like who develops that, because they have to have, you know, probably a team.
They have, yeah, absolutely. I think because they have to.
It's very produced.
Yes.
It's very, I'm sure, you know, very thought out.
K-pop idols are some of like the management for them is some of the strictest stuff you'll ever see. Like
I'm
they
sure.
are,
Well, I'm getting that just from what you're telling me. Like, they can't have girlfriends.
yeah.
They can't do this. They
They're
can't
all
do
on
that.
diets to obviously
Right.
maintain that skinny
Right.
look. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Um, when I'm guessing too, I don't know if you know this or not, is their image outside of the videos, as far as like what they wear, is that also really regimented?
No,
No?
I mean, because a lot of them are ambassadors for brands,
Okay.
and so like J Hope, he's an ambassador for Louis Vuitton, so he'll wear a lot of Louis Vuitton
Gotcha. Okay.
outside of it. But a lot of the times they'll wear like brandless clothes.
Hmm.
Because obviously they're not either like sponsored by those brands or, you know,
Right.
so they wear just kind of brandless like clothes all the time.
Hmm.
So I mean, it could be monitored, but I highly doubt it. Like maybe like public image stuff when they're all
Yeah.
out as a group together, like at dinner, that could be a thing where they are styled. But as far as I know, no.
And then, like, I don't even know if you would know this, but because obviously you're very in tune with K-pop, but internally, in Korea, are there a lot of other, you know, popular genres of music, or is this kind of like
I
the
would have to
biggest
say
one?
yes. I mean, it can't be just K-pop over there.
I mean, 'cause I'm just trying to think like myself. I mean, I don't know that I've ever heard of a punk or a hard rock
That is true.
Korean band, and not to say that they're not there, but I'm just wondering if any of them have broken out of. If any of you know of any of those, actually suggestions,
Yeah.
of Korean hard rock bands or punk bands, or, you know, I know grunge is.
'Cause there's-
obviously
I mean,
not
there's
around,
a-
but something similar to that. If anyone knows of any of those, leave it down in the comments, because I just on a personal level would love to listen to
There's
that.
a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of K-pop bands. There's ATEEZ, there's TXT, there's like Cordis. There's
Well, this is clearly what
a
they've
bunch of
exported.
them. Right.
Psy is
He is his own enigma.
right, but he's Korean, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the first exposure the U.S. kind of had to K-pop.
Gangnam Style, I have to say, I was like ahead of the curve. I came across that before it blew up, and I was showing people, it's like, have you seen this guy? And I remember there were some of the people's response was like, what? And then it was within like a week, all of a sudden, they were like, oh my god, that song is
Which
everywhere.
Yoongi Suga has
Yeah.
a song with him called That, which
Oh,
if
really?
you guys want him to watch that, it's a great music video.
Is Psy still, is he the biggest, like, Korean pop artist? Like,
I will
within the last, let's say, 20 years? Because that's, your frame of reference is what you remember is like the last 14 years. Or so.
Yeah. Maybe soloist, yes.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest one.
Okay.
I don't know where he compare. I don't know where BTS and him
Yeah.
compare.
Well,
was it?
I've seen footage of some of his concerts
Dude, they're
in
insane.
Korea,
Yeah.
and they are
But that's
nuts.
also like, obviously Korean singers. They're gonna have more people in Korea that come to see them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the really telltale sign is when they come to America. How many people go see them? Because that's
But I'll say, like, as big as any of these K-pop bands are, that song, the fact that it had its own dance,
Yes,
that
absolutely.
everyone was doing, like, I
Yes.
mean, that was just.
I'm telling you right now, if anybody, but especially Psy, comes out when
Yeah.
I'm in Vegas.
I've seen just footage of some of his shows of him like popping up and like.
Yes. Oh my
it
God.
looks like he really physically, you know, and he looks like kind of this round, pudgy older guy.
And he has a family.
But he
Yeah.
really,
He really
like,
enjoys it.
He works hard. You can tell at like putting on a show. So
He loves it.
that's great. Yeah, yeah. We might have to check out like what Psy's doing these days. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't.
I know some
you
of his
do?
music,
Okay, yeah.
but I don't know all of it.
Yeah. Okay. And now the last BTS song?
Is their biggest song with 200 billion streams on just YouTube.
Wow.
Is Dynamite, which is
All right. Let's try to beat that with this video. We're going to try to beat 20 billion views.
200 billion.
Well, okay, 199 billion. All right, let's not get crazy.
This is a all English song.
Okay.
This was the song that...
How long ago was this?
This was like 2016 maybe.
So it was a while ago.
I think...
So it was an older song?
Don't correct me on that.
Because I thought you said that they had kind of progressed where they were singing more and more
I might be
English.
so wrong. I think that's wrong because I think 2016 is when they first blew up with Blood, Sweat, and Tears. So Dynamite might be like 5 years old as well.
The fandom's going to come for you.
I know, it is 5 years ago.
What are the friends called again?
Armies.
Army?
No.
Listen, her depth of knowledge, to be honest, like that one little mistake, her depth of knowledge about these K-pop bands, and the specifics that we've never really gotten into so much, but she's constantly reciting information about what is going on with them and like the tours and the Army and then the different ones that she likes. I mean, that's BTS, but Stray Kids and what they're doing and like
BTS and Stray Kids are my main two. So
listen, I'm older. I can only process so much information. Like, there's a finite amount of room in there.
Yeah.
And if she teaches me stuff about BTS, I'm forgetting, like, the kid that sat next to me in 4th grade. Like, when you get to my age, when something new comes in, something old has to go out. So I'm like, what was that kid's name? Next time I'm trying to remember it. So, but anyways, all right. So we will now check out
Dynamite.
Let's go. Get in the spirit. Is that their label, Big Hit?
Big Hit is their, That's also Hybe. I mean, it's a little different.
Oh, doing a little sampling there in the background of well, it's not really sampling, but... Hey! When you get violent.
People say once you're gym in, you can't gym out. So, I mean...
What does this sound like?
You see their posters in the back. They have a lot of Beatles. They have...
This, I don't know why, not that his voice sounds like him. That intro reminded me of like a Bruno Mars song or something.
So this music video was very disco-y.
I feel like I've heard this song.
It was probably their biggest song.
Is it?
Oh, they do a little Michael Jackson move here. They do like Michael Jackson.
Well, there.
Yep.
Well, if you're a pop group that dances,
yes, absolutely.
Michael Jackson had an influence on you.
There it is again.
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah. Interesting. Again, very different backdrop, but ultimately
colorful again.
Yes.
Like DNA.
And a little bit less of the group choreography so far. There's a lot more featuring the individuals.
Yes.
It's interesting. It's a very Asian thing to focus on the group, like as opposed to the individual.
Right.
Like,
it is funny though with K-pop because sometimes their accents are so thick. You're like, I know they're saying English, but I don't know what you're saying.
And again, I don't know. It's interesting to see like certain influences that I feel like coming through a little bit. I don't know why. Like I'm getting like a little bit of a Harry Styles.
Yes.
Do they cite him at all as like a...
No. Not that I know of.
Yeah, this one feels very different from the other two in that the other videos felt like it was just kept trying to get them into let's do our choreographed dance moves like those.
Absolutely.
But this is featuring solo, two of them doing something solo, like it's not just geared towards the group choreography.
This is what I expect of the concert, so if this doesn't happen, I'm going to be very They have so much fun on set. You know, they have a lot of behind the scenes videos.
Yeah.
They always have a great time.
Do you feel like they worked really hard though by
Yes.
their labels? Because I mean, just what you're saying, what they have these contracts where they can and can't do things. All right, so that was number 4, and that was
Dynamite.
Dynamite. I like that. I don't know why that one kind of stands out to me. I guess you said that's that's a huge song for them.
Yeah.
Very catchy. And it, like I said, like it just looked different. And the others, it just, so much of it was just, the group. Choreography, move in and out. Like this was, I feel, also almost a little bit more to highlight the individuals.
Yes. This is also fully in English, so definitely different there.
Yeah.
Hybe is known for overworking their people a little bit, which is, I think, why they're so perfect in that way.
Well, you can tell it's very, I don't want to say overproduced, but you can see the production level and everything's very high, and you're telling me that they have contracts where they can't, all those things, if they're controlling that much of them, then they're also obviously controlling appearances and all those things. And
I mean, I'm sure they've dated behind the scenes, but it's a
Right.
thing where they cannot go
Right,
public because
right.
like people will go crazy.
Right.
It's just a sad thing, but
Right. I don't. Is it a? I don't know. If it's a Korean thing even? Do they identify at all with pronouns, or that's not a really Korean thing?
I don't think that's really something they do. I mean, yeah I don't really. I think.
Yeah.
Because I think that's why in like Squid Games,
Yeah.
when they had the trans character in the
Right.
last season, I think that was a big deal for a lot of people because that's not something that really gets represented as much in Korea. I could be totally wrong,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, so there it is. Like there's my first exposure to not just BTS, but really focused on K-pop. I mean, my first impressions are, obviously, like you can see so much as it's hard. Well, no, any pop singer or band that dances in today's day and age was influenced obviously by Michael Jackson.
yes.
I mean, and really multiple Jacksons probably, because if you
But it
jam
all came from Elvis. Thank you very much.
Well, I mean, that's the thing is there's always a progression. There's always
Yes.
an evolution in music. Like it always kind of goes back and goes back and goes back. And that's why it's so weird when we're like, oh, this person kind of did it before. Everybody is drawing from their influences. From, you're not in a vacuum as a kid
Right.
singing. You're singing somebody's songs that you
Absolutely.
like. And you're watching somebody's videos
I mean,
that you like.
even Elvis started out with black people music, like black people's music. That's what he started with.
Right.
He
Yes.
wasn't singing his music.
Right.
He was singing like music that he would hear in the streets when he went. Yeah. So.
By the way, it sounds like my dog is attacking a trash can. I don't know. Something in the other room. Yeah, and then, I mean, with so many things, and especially back then, but, well, even now, like, people look at, I mean, not to dig into Elvis too much, but, for people to say, oh, well, he stole this and he stole that. He was always very open
Yes,
about
absolutely.
where his musical influences came from. It wasn't like he was trying to hide anything.
Right.
And, it's just weird. I mean, art, music, and all those things, you're always influenced by somebody else. You're
A lot of my generation doesn't like Elvis because they say he was a groomer. Which,
whole other...
he was in the South and it was...
Yeah, it's a whole other conversation.
60s.
I mean,
Anyways.
Yeah. We'll save that conversation for another time. But other than that, so we are, like I said, so this is a new channel. So any advice you have, the way we present it, things that maybe we want to look at differently, are we talking too much, not enough? Like literally all those things, like we really appreciate anyone taking their time out of their day. Time is limited, right? We so appreciate anyone taking time out of their day to watch anything that we do. Obviously, like the, cliche, well, not cliche, but like whatever he says is like and subscribe. We'd love for you to do that. That would be great. But the comments to help us as well, like we would really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're trying different things. Like we have always watched a lot of TV shows together and movies together, and music from the time my kids were little. Like it was always on in the car, always listening to it, and I would like ask them, "Who's that?" Okay,
Yes.
who's that? And like get them to identify singers and bands, and so it's just something we really enjoy doing together. And like I said, I always appreciate that I'll never understand people of my generation who just say everything sucks, like anything new sucks, like it's just because you're not giving it a chance. Like, and I like that she shows me these new things.
That's why your kids don't like you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird. Like
Bam.
I've always said, and here is my my soapbox for lecturing about getting old. Like it's weird to see some of my peers getting old, and I don't mean in years. I mean that they've just become stagnant and they've decided everything sucks, and so that's how they get old, and they get off my lawn, complain about everything instead of trying new things. Like I'm constantly trying to try new things. So. And again, suggestions and comments. If there's anything else you'd like to see us do or watch or react to, throw it out there, and we'll be more than happy to do it because it's something we really enjoy doing. Besides that,
we do have our next two music videos planned, which is Youngblood and Stray Kids.
Yes.
So those are the upcoming videos that you will see.
So they will either all be posted together or pretty closely one right after another. I do all the editing, so it just kind of depends on how frustrated I get when I start slapping the computer and can't get things lined up exactly. But even that, I really enjoy doing that as well. So other than that, I think that is it for this one, and we will see you on the next one.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.